AskRe by Alasite. How is everyone feeling about Donald Trump officially being under arrest? That guy from Home Alone 2? Wow, just goes to show ya really never can tell. I bet the lobby wasn't even down the hall to the left. I've been hurt before. Oh come on baby, we live in a country where rule of law matters and actions have consequences. Never again am I trusting my heart to Lady Justice. Lady Justice signed an NDA. Great, now let's start going after all politicians and other government officials. Wait until he actually faces any consequences before scaring our elected officials, otherwise they'll do everything they can to prevent it. Annoyed Donald Trump is back in the news. Honestly asking here, has there been a point in the last 8 years where he wasn't in the news? Edit. Sup dudes, I'm not saying he has been the headline for every outline every day. My point is I see an article focused around him or relating to him almost daily. I just wish more people understood that he's being charged for things that he did before he became president. For using campaign money as his own piggy bank, something politicians are frequently accused of, but rarely seem to be held accountable for. Of course I don't expect anyone to change their opinion of the man, or their potential vote. That ship has long sailed. Edit. We have better information now and I was wrong. Per the indictments, the hush money payments continued through 2017. I thought all the stuff with Cohen's trial happened before then. Apparently covering up evidence of a crime as a business expense is frowned upon. I like the charge isn't for using campaign funds. The problem is if you use money to pay for something for the benefit of your campaign, it has to be accounted for, and if it wasn't accounted for, that's a campaign finance violation. Let's wait and see what all the other charges are, but that specific charge likely won't lead to anything more than a fine. I couldn't care less about this one. What I would like to see him get arrested for is the phone call he made to GA officials telling them to find him votes. I'm with you here. He should be tried for all crimes, but I really wish they'd actually nail him for the really egregious ones. It seems that the current main talking point in conservative media is if they are allowed to go after him, they're going to come after you next. Was I allowed to commit crimes freely before today? I sure hope they come after anyone breaking the law just the same. I fully expect to be held accountable for my actions. Waiting for Georgia. What I like is the counter argument about Hunter Biden whatevers. Like bro, if he also is breaking the law, arrest him too. IJAF. None of us have a cult-like relation to any politician the way these Trump supporters do. This opens the door for any former president to be prosecuted. Oh, nice. Promise? I'm at a local bar where 99 days out of 100 the TV is on Fox News. Today it's on FKN Jeopardy. The other days it's usually just off. No one is watching, at all. Deleted. But now arrest other politicians who are doing illegal shit. Fully agree. Fuck Trump, he's a dumbass who does things his lawyer tells him not to, then gets surprised when he gets charged. That being said, I just want to see every other insider trading, count padding scumfuck senator congressman get locked up too. Nobody is above the law. That's what we are told, now it's time to prove it. Unless you are rich, famous, an athlete, hold a position of power, or know the right people. But other than that, no one is above the law. Can't stand the guy, but it's embarrassing and pathetic that our governmental institutions let this get this far out of hand. The guardrails seem flimsy, but now it's obvious that they always were. It's imperative that we develop some sort of reforms to avoid this circus from ever happening again. Otherwise it's just a matter of time before someone far worse gains the full might and power of the presidency. I agree. I want all politicians to start being held accountable and forced to follow the same laws the rest of us have to abide by. Let this be the start of it. I don't care if it's Biden, or Hillary or MTG, I want them all held accountable if they commit crimes. I just want him to go away. Not die, just go the fuck away. No more interviews or rallies. No more MAGA insults and hillbillies. Just go the fuck away. And yet he's apparently raking in the dollar sign because of this shit and apparently has some sort of speech planned for tonight. Ugh. I'm pretty sure my parents love it and probably think I'm behind it somehow. Thank you for doing what you did. It's a disappointing day when a former president gets arrested for any reason. But we are at a point in this country politically where we have to show the people that no one is above the law. I don't know if any of this is going to stick. This seems relatively low bar to chase, but it's not what you know, it's what you can prove in court. We'll see. As a native New Yorker, I've perceived him as a grade A con artist for decades before he ran for office. Part of me is glad he is finally getting his comeuppance. Another part is deeply saddened by the stain this will leave on the presidential office and whether this will be looked back on similar to Nixon and Watergate. I worry about how this will further divide the country. I still can't wrap my head around how we got to the point where Trump and Biden are our primary options for leadership in this country. It's a good appetizer, but I want a full course meal. I am not a Trump supporter by any means, nor am I a Biden supporter, so here's my third party opinion. If you take a shot at the king, you best not miss. By that I mean Trump has a huge base of fanatic supporters. So the DA needs to make sure he can score a conviction. If he doesn't and somehow Trump walks away from this, then it's going to motivate his base when he decides to run again. I'm not a lawyer, and I'm not going to pretend to be one, so I'm hoping the DA has an airtight case and doesn't fuck this up. It doesn't matter to me what party or part of or position you held, you are not above the law. But as a counterpoint, sometimes shit backfires, and I'm hoping we as a nation don't get hit with the unintended consequences. His arrest is pretty meaningless. He'll either delay forever or plead out and pay some minor fine. I can't envision a world where, if he is imprisoned, he doesn't spend out his stay at a prison golf course and spend his nights posting on his Truth account. Ottersville, the prison he would probably end up at, even offers a system where inmates can spend a week outside of prison with their families. Tennis courts, television, vending machines, you name it. Nobody should be above the law. Deleted. I wish we would arrest more rich people who break the law. Who TF cares at this point? Our water resources are being poised, inflation is fucking us all without lube, and the cost of living and the quality of living is gone up and down respectively. He will never go to jail, so why the hell is this such a big spectacle? It's Reddit. You knew the answer before you even asked. Farming.com. As a not American, seeing that guy or hearing that guy literally never again would be the most preferable outcome. I hate the American circus of politics, and it was the loudest when that fat, stupid, idiot of a man was in charge. He brings out the worst in huge swathes of people and is an incredibly vapid and horrible individual, irrespective of any kind of political leanings. The fastest path to end he was never heard from again is probably the best one. This might be that, so hopefully it's a slam dunk. Edit, fixed a typo. As a generally conservative person, I hope they hold him exactly accountable to the law. Then I hope they apply the same standard to every past and future president. Pessimistic.